Welcome to Alive to Thrive OT. I'm Tracy Schnabel.
And I'm Lauren Lyman.
And we are two occupational therapists that noticed a gap in the healthcare system, predominantly with nutrition and mental health concerns. We've done all the research for you so that we can empower you to be your own self-advocate when you have any kind of medical concern. However, we do have a disclaimer. The disclaimer is that this is for informational purposes only, and if you have a specific medical concern, you should address it with your medical provider. We don't give any warranties or representations for the information provided in these videos. Please take this information at your own risk. If you have a medical emergency, please call 911. And without further ado, I'm going to let Lauren introduce our topic.
Okay, so today it's going to be really short, but it's really, really important. So I just wanted to drive this home, especially with everything going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
It's how money and the media can harm your health. Okay? Very, very simple. I'm going to give you an example and you apply it wherever you want, however you want, but I think it's going to help. So let's say that you got food poisoning. You went to a restaurant, maybe it's the only thing you ate yesterday. So you know it was that restaurant, they gave you food poisoning. And everyone in your family and friends or whoever else went there got food poisoning. It's a problem, but no one's doing anything about it. There's an investigation that needs to be done, right? Because everyone's getting food poisoning. Who do you want to do the investigation? A third-party private person who has no financial investment and who will get paid regardless of the result, whether the restaurant is causing food poisoning or not, right? That sounds like perfect, ideal, right? Well, good luck finding that. B, a third-party researcher who is hired by the restaurant. That's typically what happens, right? Oh, we'll hire someone to see if this is actually food poisoning. Okay, well, what's the problem there? They could pay the person, right? Pay them off, bribe them, like, hey, I know it's going to turn out that we're causing this food poisoning, but let's say that we're not, right?
So we're going to let you go and not hire you next time.
Or maybe there's threats involved or, something. There's something sketchy going on. Or C, the restaurant says, oh, we'll look into it. We'll do our own investigation. We'll have one of our employers investigate it, right? Like, that's not reliable. That's a complete conflict of interest. We don't want that either, right? So obviously we want A. That's the best solution. But are we going to get A? Well, if we pay for it, yeah, but who's going to pay for that investigation? Can you afford to pay for it? Do you want to pay for it, or are you just going to boycott the restaurant and tell people to stop going there, So A is really hard to get. And obviously I'm using the example of a restaurant, but we're applying it to other things. So, okay, the investigation has been completed. Now we go to the media, right? We need this investigation covered. So let's say this restaurant pays 2/3 of all the advertisements on this news channel, and they threaten to pull these advertisements if positive news is not spread about this restaurant. Okay, now the news channel is like, oh shoot, we're going to lose our funding if we say something bad about this restaurant, so we can't let anything bad come out about this restaurant, even if it's deserved, right? So the restaurant or the news outlet then comes out with a news headline that is completely inaccurate, right? So you're trying to get this restaurant busted. You're doing a good thing. You're helping people. You feel good about yourself. So you're thinking this headline is going to read, restaurant tries to cover up food poisoning scandal, right? Like you're thinking it's going to be like, yes, this restaurant's going to get called out. Justice will be served. Awesome. But because of the fraudulent studies, because they are paying the news company, now your news headline that everybody refers to as like gold, like everyone thinks is legit fact and 100% reliable, goes from restaurant tries to cover up food poisoning scandal to local woman attempts to frame restaurant. Wow. Did the tables just turn, like, did we just do a 180 or what? Because the villain becomes the victim, and the victim becomes the villain.
Kind of
so
like
now,
Captain Marvel movies.
Everyone hates me because I tried to frame this restaurant for causing food poisoning, when really, this restaurant is causing food poisoning. When are people going to wake up? How many people will need to be food poisoned before we say, maybe that wasn't accurate. Maybe that news wasn't reliable. Maybe there was some fishy business going on under there. So again, I'm using restaurant because I'm going to let you apply this to whatever situation you want. But I want you to see how easily things can shift in one direction or the other, and how money can motivate someone to shift so quickly and so completely. So apply this to everyday life, apply this to real situations, apply this to every complex situation in the world, because it happens every single day. So be informed, make your own conclusions, follow the money trail, look at research. Don't just believe everything that you hear.
We live in a capitalistic society, so that's the primary motivator for how things are influenced and worked with. So just remember that.
And take care.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us. Please like our video, share it. Visit us at www.facebook.com/Lauren and Tracy. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and email us at alivetothrivegt@gmail.com for any questions or suggestions.
And as always, we're wishing you physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next time.